So, what if the biggest thing holding you back from real wealth wasn't your job or your income or even your luck, but something inside your own head? Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea that the main difference between the wealthy and everyone else is all about how they think. Let's break down the mental shifts that can totally change your financial future. This is the wealth mindset. We've all heard this, right? It's the classic advice. Just put in more hours, climb that corporate ladder, work harder than everybody else. It's the story we're told from day one, that pure, raw effort is the golden ticket. But what if the wealthiest people aren't just working harder? What if they're working smarter on a completely different level? Well, it turns out that's not the whole story. Not even close. The real game changer isn't about more sweat and longer days. It's a fundamental shift in your perspective, a completely different way of thinking about money itself. Okay, so let's get practical. How does this new way of thinking actually play out in the real world? Well, it all starts with two things every single one of us does: making money and then, using it. But as you're about to see, the two approaches are worlds apart. This right here, this contrast is everything. On one side, you've got the standard model. You trade your time for a paycheck. You work an hour, you get paid for an hour. It's a linear trade. But the wealth mindset completely flips this on its head. The goal isn't just to work for money, but to build systems where money starts working for you. And how in the world do you do that? It's through this one crucial concept: assets. See, an asset is anything that puts money into your pocket, even when you're sleeping. This could be anything: stocks, a rental property, a business that runs without you, even a book you wrote years ago. They are all basically little income engines. And that leads right into the second big shift, which is all about what happens after you get paid. The typical pattern: the money comes in and boom, we start spending. But the wealth mindset flips the script. The very first bill they pay is to their future self by investing. Only then do they spend what's left over. It's a total change in priorities. So the crucial difference is this: when money shows up, the first question isn't, what can I buy with this? Instead, it's, how can I grow this money? Every single dollar is seen as a seed, something with the potential to grow into a whole financial tree, not just a little token you trade for something temporary. Okay, so that covers the actions, how we earn and spend. But this mindset goes a lot deeper. It's about your entire mental framework for the future, especially how you look at two really big things: risk and time. Now, this one is huge. Most of us are taught to avoid risk at all costs. You hear it all the time, right? Don't invest, it's too risky, or don't start that business, you might fail. But the wealth mindset reframes this completely. They believe the real danger isn't the risk, it's ignorance. So they don't run from risk. They run towards it with books and knowledge until it's not a blind gamble anymore. And this really gets to the core of it. From this point of view, just kind of drifting along and playing it safe by doing nothing, by not learning, not investing, not taking that calculated action, is actually the most dangerous financial move you could possibly make. It's a guaranteed way to stay right where you are. And this idea connects perfectly with how we view time. It all comes down to what you're playing for. Are you playing for that short-term hit of pleasure, that new phone, that weekend trip, or are you playing the long game? The wealth mindset is all about focusing on future freedom and being totally willing to delay a little gratification today for a much, much bigger payoff down the road. So let's just pull this all together for a second. You can see a really clear pattern here, can't you? One side is reactive: work for money, spend it, avoid risk, chase immediate pleasure. The other side is proactive: make money work for you, invest it first, manage risk through knowledge, and build for long-term freedom. These are huge differences, but they all come from one final idea that's even more powerful. And this brings us right to the heart of the matter. The one critical distinction that really is the foundation for everything else we've talked about. See, everything we've gone over so far, earning, spending, risk, it's all about what you do. It's about your actions and your habits. But the single biggest difference is about who you believe you are. It really all comes down to your identity and the fundamental story you're telling yourself about what you're capable of. Just listen to this phrase for a second. I can't afford it. It's a statement, a full stop. It's like a door slamming shut. It's a declaration that a possibility is completely closed off to you. But now, just feel the power of this tiny little change. How can I afford it? All of a sudden, it's not a dead end. It's a starting line. It's not a statement anymore. It's a challenge. It's a question that kicks your brain into gear.
And the result of these two little internal scripts is absolutely profound. The phrase "I can't" literally shuts your brain down. It's an end to the conversation. But the question, "How can I?" well, that switches your brain on. It forces you to problem solve, to get creative, to think, to adapt, and ultimately to grow into the kind of person who can.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's really about starting your own little mindset revolution. And it all begins with one foundational step. The core message is both simple and incredibly powerful. If you want to change your external world, your finances, your life, the journey doesn't start with a new budget app or a different job. No, it starts right between your ears, by changing how you think.
And this is the ultimate lesson. Your actions, your habits, even your bank account, they're all just lagging indicators of your mindset. You have to change the root, the way you think, and your reality will eventually catch up. Your external world will start to reflect your internal one.
So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. Forget about what you're going to do differently tomorrow. Instead, ask yourself this: what are you going to think differently? The next time you face a challenge, are you going to shut down with an "I can't," or are you going to light up your brain by asking, "How can I?"